Well, it sounds like a lot of people are getting some good stuff from this event, and even myself, I didn't have the best results, but I'm still pretty happy with what I got. It's one of those situations though that some people are going to get lucky and others will not. Now, I've been watching this thing pretty closely, and it seemed like that Muramasa there, people were going and hitting this within this first 40 pulls, and pretty repetitively on that. So when I finally saw one of these still having the Muramasa in there for 93 tickets, or 93 turns, I should say, that's more like 270 something. I said, you know what, I'm going to jump on this. I should have some pretty good luck, and I'll be able to grab this thing quickly. Fortunately for me, it ended up popping up in like the last 20, and at that point, I just did a collect all. So even though it was 279 of those tickets, I did walk away with the Muramasa and also 3,000 of those actual tokens. So I guess that's good enough for me. I'm a big believer that once you start spending money in this game, they look at it and they go, oh, there's a spender, let's go and just make it a little bit harder for them. But the other one I got was a limited brand selection box. There was only 50 more tries on that out of the 135, and that one I walked away with 760 of those golden coconuts. And after all that, spending my 90,000 gems doing a couple of tasks in here, I'm sitting at 4660, and I think I should be able to get enough of these things to go and claim 2 of the big prizes. But for a majority of us with all these big prizes in here, you may be asking yourself, what should you be going after and trying to get? Now, if you don't have the Muramasa or the Overlord Deer, these are 2 things you at least want to get unlocked. And for a majority of players that are starting off, these can both be pretty good things to go and slot in the fact that they are going to do a decent job just all alone by itself if you don't really have too much of a build. But honestly, getting further into the game, I really don't see anybody really slotting these as their main transformation, their main mount, their main artifact. I do, however, see a lot of people using the Muramasa Awakening once they get enough plus levels on it, which might be a little bit difficult to achieve based by this event. I mean, unless you're spending a lot of money, but still, I don't see a lot of people spending their coupons on those. They're mainly going after the Muramasa and the Deer. I honestly think the better thing to probably do in this is just to keep on trying to pull on that Muramasa, try to get some star levels on that so you can at least have those passive stats. And yes, the Deer will be good too, given that global HP, but eventually you do get far enough in the game where things start one-shotting you, so just keep that in the back of your mind. Now, if you find yourself just being in a situation where getting multiples of this Muramasa is draining too many of these coupons, keep an eye on that inheritance prize, and even the marks prize. Seems like a lot of people are pulling on those, and you might be able to go and hit that for a very low cost of tickets like I did earlier. You got to keep in mind, it's not just all about getting that main prize, but also going and getting those medals too, because we still have the shop where we can go and turn our things in for that. So that's just what I'm kind of seeing on my server and what people are going for. Muramasa, the Deer Lord, the Mark Prize, the Inheritance Prize. Those are going to be the ones that are pretty active, allowing you the chance to get in there and snipe the prizes and give you a better chance of stacking up on these rewards. As far as what to redeem, I'll probably make another video in the morning. We'll post that up and kind of give you a little bit of a better idea of what you should actually be exchanging these things for. But if you're still confused on how this event works, maybe you might want to take a look at this video right here. Thanks for watching, and remember, I pick my butt.